We were given weapons, ammunition, armor, well, munitions. And early in the morning, we were sent to Pokrovsk. We walked for 2.5 days. Well, we didn't walk at night, only during the day. And even then with sprints, lots of drones. So we reached this Lazoni intersection. We were shown the direction we needed to go. And there, outside the city, there was greenery, to pass through the greenery. Those accompanying us didn't want to go with us. They were probably afraid. Well, they explained the direction and left, and we went, well, along this route. Then we decided not to go further on this street, La Zurnaya. We hid in a house and stayed in an apartment for 1.5 months. We went around the apartments there to eat, look for water. The locals, well, there were grandmothers, grandfathers. We were waiting to see how it would all end. We couldn't leave because we didn't remember the route.
They led us like that there.
It's unclear how. There is some 50-second house behind, it seems, and to control the T-shaped intersection. That was the task. The artillery was working very heavily on Pokrovsk, many 200s, 300s. There is practically no communication either. No water, no food, no ammunition either. And no one wants to fight. Many want to surrender. The commanders treated us inhumanely. They didn't consider us as people, just like penal soldiers. Ghost, and not just once, to go through the medical commission. I have a severe concussion. Well, that was still when we entered Krasnohorivka, you see. When the drones hit us, I got many injuries and a severe concussion. Well, my health is terrible. I asked to go through the medical commission. They kept saying later, later, later. And no one sent me to the medical commission. There were young guys too, sitting in the basements. And through them, I found out that, well, Russian soldiers had already entered Pokrovsk. We decided that the situation in Pokrovsk was very difficult for us. It was impossible to get out of the encirclement, so we decided to surrender. Your guys came to those fellows, ours, who were sitting in the basement, and they brought them to our entrance where we lived. They called us, and we came out. Trident, we made it and went out, surrendered. The soldiers treated us normally, didn't beat us, fed us, gave us cigarettes. Well, in general, everything was fine. I was drafted in the year 23 by summons. There was half a year of training. Then near Grigorovka, we stood for 5 months, well, in defense. Then we were sent to Krasnogorovka. In Krasnogorovka, at the entrance to Krasnogorovka, we were supposed to replace people there. At the entrance, we were attacked by kamikaze drones. I was seriously injured, and that's it. At this, my advancement ended, so I barely managed to get out of this Krasnogorovka and ended up in the hospital. I spent 21 days in the hospital. They didn't fully treat me. Well, they discharged me, gave me a month of rehabilitation. And after rehabilitation, I didn't go anywhere. I didn't return to the armed forces. And I stayed at home for a year, hiding. And then, after all, the State Bureau of Investigation, they know the phone numbers there, but should have been smart enough to throw those numbers away so they wouldn't reach me. And they gave me 3 days to return, well, to go to the military investigative commission. Oh, police. I wrote an explanation of why I'm still sitting at home. Well, I was a fool, believed it, and went. Well, at the military police, I didn't write any explanation there. There were 4 of us there, no 3. The 4th was taken earlier. They held us for a day, then loaded us into the van and took us to this mesjudgments. Well, kind of like distributors. We went to the training ground once, no, twice. The first day was an obstacle course. The second day was shooting at targets. That's where the training ended. In all units, there are definitely penalized soldiers. Definitely, because there are so many conscripts. They catch them and again, they throw them into the meat grinder. They don't ask them, do you want to serve or not? Just like me. I was wounded in Krasnohorivka. They didn't even pay me for the injury. They were supposed to pay 100,000. Like, well, to get treatment after the injury. They didn't pay me a single penny. I want to tell my comrades that with our president, who constantly lies, steals money, well, it's a bad idea to fight with the Russians. So, guys, surrender and you will stay alive.